There once was a stock that put to sea. The name of the stock was GME. The price blew up and the shorts dipped down. Hold my bully boys, hold. Soon may the tendy man come to send a rocket into the sun. One day when the trading is done, we'll take our gains and go. She had not been 2 weeks from shore when Ryan Cohen joined the board. The captain called all hands and swore he'll take his shares and hold. Soon may the tendy man come to send a rocket into the sun. One day when the trading is done, we'll take our gains and go. Before the news had hit the market, Wall Street bets came up and bought it. With diamond hands, they knew they'd profit if they could only hold. Soon may the tendy man come to send a rocket into the sun. One day when the trading is done, we'll take our gains and go. No deals were cut, no shorts were squeezed. The captain's mind was not on greed, but he belonged to the artist's creed. He took the risk to hold. Soon may the tendy man come to send a rocket into the sun. One day when the trading is done, we'll take our gains and go. For 40 days or even more, the stock went up, then down once more. All gains were lost, it was looking poor, but still those traders did hold. Soon may the tendy man come to send a rocket into the sun. One day when the trading is done, we'll take our gains and go. As far as I've heard, the fight's still on. The short's not squeezed and the gain's not won. The tendy man makes his regular call to encourage the captain, crew, and all. Soon may the tendy man come to send a rocket into the sun. One day when the trading is done, we'll take our gains and go. Soon may the tendy man come to send a rocket into the sun. One day when the trading is done, we'll take our gains and go. Oh, I bid farewell to my monthly paycheck, and I gambled it all on a GME bet. To hold with the boys and ignore calls to sell until we have given the hedgies all hell. And the tendies and diamonds are filling my mind. I'll search for the moon and pay losses no mind. I fear not the hedgie, I fear not his greed. I remember the hodlers, will they think of me when we make all our millions to spite the hedgie? Plot a course off to Mars from the orbit of Moon to a place where my gains grew along with my crew. It's not about greed, no, I tell to my best, but sending a message to Wall Street the pest. As the words of their dread fill the space of my ears, they're crying like children, their saltiest tears. My heart fills with joy that it's bigger than we. I remember the hodlers, will they think of me when we make all our millions to spite the hedgie? Oh, for sure they will learn that there is consequence for playing with markets for his needs and ends. But when Reddit investors used their tricks on them, they screamed and they shouted while we bought again. As the sights of their rage filled the space in my eyes, for they duped us, but they won't escape us this time. We're this far from winning, this far from their greed. I remember the hodlers, will they think of me when we make all our millions to spite the hedgie? Now that I'm staring down on the feds and the rich, I'm not sure what I want, but I don't think it's this. As my brothers stand in the raging typhoon, I hold on to my shares as they launch towards the moon. As the The souls of huddlers live forever in my mind, as I fulfill the dreams that they once tried to find. I look from the moon with the stars within reach. I remember Wall Street bets and they think of me, for our stocks with the moonshot forever will be. I remember the fallen and they think of me, for the hedges shall crumble and fall to their knees. If tomorrow all the gains were gone, I worked for all my life, and I had to start again with just my stimulus and wife. I thank my lucky stars to be trading here today, 'cause we all still hold our calls and shares, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an artist, 'cause at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the paper hands who sold their GME. And I'd gladly stand up next to you and invest with no regrets, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this sport. Mouth bless the Wall Street bets. From the floor in New York City to accounts on Fidelity, from the house of your wife's boyfriend, you just tried to make him see. From you deep fucking value and your own portfolio, where there's tendies in every artist's gut, and it's time we buy and hold. And I'm proud to be an artist, 'cause at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the paper hands who sold their GME. And I'd gladly stand up next to you and invest with no regrets, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this sport. Mods bless the Wall Street bets. And I'm proud to be an artist, 'cause at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the paper hands who sold their GME. And I'd gladly stand up next to you and invest with no regrets, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this sport. Mods bless the Wall Street bets.
What's up, YouTube? How is everyone doing today? It is Wednesday, May 12th, 2021. I'm your host, Ty, and this is Smarter Gambling. So, yeah, today, for the third day in a row, I'm doing the show from right here. Ramenistan. I think we're all eating ramen tonight, huh? Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. What is going on? What is going on? Wow, okay, we got a lot to get to today. So, I hope you guys made some money. I don't see how. How could you possibly make money today? There was like 5 stocks in the green. So I certainly did not make money. But I hope you guys had some better luck than I did. But we'll talk about all of it. So today we're going to talk about ICP, talk about some crypto. Then we'll get to some news, some stuff happening in the White House, some political news. This is not a political channel, but we're going to discuss that and see how that can affect the market. We'll talk about inflation, big topic. And then we'll talk about some Pfizer news. We'll discuss Pfizer. We'll talk about some Hertz news. We'll discuss that too. And then we'll talk about some Virgin Galactic space, SPCE. And then finally, we will get to the Yolos. So, a lot of talk about today. Stay right here. I got you covered. All right. So, before we begin, please like the video. Please subscribe. And if you enjoy my content and want to support my channel, please check out my Patreon. Link in the description down below. Alright, guys. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. So, the Dow Jones finishes down 1.99% today. Almost down 2%. Yep. The Nasdaq finishes down 2.62%. And the S&P 500 finishes down 2.15%. Yeah, so it doesn't really matter what you were in, what holdings you have. Pretty much everyone got slammed today. Hey, but look, the VIX is up 26%. The VIX is over 27 now. VIX is at 27.58, so a lot of volatility going on. Alright, so let's see what's going on here. We got Apple down 2.5% at 123. It's been trading sideways in this like rectangle in the sideways channel for months and months now. Still not moving, but at least it's not too bad. Airbnb is down 1.47%. Hey, AMC's been doing pretty well. Yesterday was a pretty bad day. AMC was green, I believe. AMC still green today, up 2.69%. Yeah, a bright spot, a little bit of green and a lot of red. AMD is down 2.85%. Of course, tech getting slammed. When will it end? Amazon down 2.23%. Alibaba down 0.67%. Bumble, I believe Bumble is reporting, like, now. That's down, that is down 6.73%. It's actually going up in the aftermarket, so maybe it had some good earnings. We'll see. It's up decent amount. So maybe we'll check that out in a sec. Maybe we'll check that out a little later. See what's going on with Bumble. Okay. Brooklyn Immunotherapeutics down 10.5%. Clover Health down 4.31%. Coinbase down 6.4%. Corsair down 2.12%. DoorDash down 9.27%. Wow, DoorDash has been getting it pretty rough, huh? All right, what else we got? DraftKings down 4.32% today. Pretty nasty. You know, I thought I bought into DraftKings a couple of days ago. At around like 44 or 45, and I thought I got a great deal. Yeah, it's been down 2 days, couple of days red after that. So maybe I was a little too early, but this is absolutely ridiculous. What is going on? All right. EDR Endeavor, that is UFC, that's down 2.5%. Express, that's a meme stock, that's down almost 6%. Facebook down 1.3%. Fubo is up 9.68%, but don't let that fool you. That's because yesterday the market reacted very positively to the Fubo earnings, so it jumped up quite a bit in the after hours. I was watching it live. I did a video on that yesterday. Go check it out if you want. So it's up 9.68%, but very misleading because it actually opened up like 11% or something. Don't quote me on that, but it actually fell down for the day. All right. GME down 1.45%. That's pretty funny. You would expect GME to get slammed, but it really didn't do so bad. Google down 3.08%. We got Inovio, which is Inovio Pharmaceuticals. That is a new, well, not a new, but a new popular meme stock. A lot of people seem to like it. That's down 2.93%. Costs, that's another meme stock. That's down 2.68%. All right, this is interesting here. Hey, Polly. Thanks for watching. Interesting. Li Auto is actually green. Li Auto is one of the Chinese EV makers, one of their powerhouses. That's interesting. That is up 4.53%. Not really sure why, because Neo and Xpeng was down. So that's a little weird. I wonder what's going on there. Wow, look at that. Lemonade down 18.52%. Marathon, which is a Bitcoin exposure stock, that's down 11.95% today. Mind Medicine, popular with the apes, that is down 5.19% today. Moderna down 4%. Microsoft down about 3%. Microvision down 9%. I didn't know it was that bad. Wow. Sorry to everyone with Microvision. Okay. Neo down 3.41%. Pretty nasty. Finally looked like Neo was gonna start trending upwards, but I guess not. I guess it could be worse though. So, yeah. Wow, look at that. Nikola is up 6.26%. Very strange. Very strange because I don't know why it'd be up in this market, and I don't know why anyone would buy it in the first place anyway. Nano Dimension down 5.14%. Nvidia down 3.83%. Ocugen, wow, that's nasty. Ocugen is down almost 13%. So sorry to everyone with Ocugen. Overstock down 10.21%. Pfizer is actually up 0.86%, and got a little news about Pfizer a little later, so stay tuned for that. Playboy down 10.25%. Palantir down 6.53%. I was thinking about loading up on Palantir today because I was going to do it yesterday. Looked like a pretty good price, but I don't know. I'm going to hold off a little bit more. Plug is down 5.76%. Peloton down 1.82%. PayPal down 3.5%. Riot Blockchain down 11.22%. Rocket down 2.68%. Roku down 1.94%. What else we got here? Skills, that's down 5.13%. Snapchat down 3.25%. Virgin Galactic, we'll talk about that a little bit later. Got some news about that. That's down 11.26%. Square down 6.34%. Tilray down 7.22%. Tesla down 4.42%. Viacom, this was pretty disappointing. Viacom was green most of the day. Looked like, you know, a little bit of light in a little bit of green in all this red, but finishes down 1.06%, but I guess I can't complain. That's really not too bad compared to everything else. Excuse me. And then we got Xpong. That's not down too much. So, yeah, overall, very, very disgusting day for the market. Here's for everyone. Yep. Not a great feeling. But, hey, hopefully we get a rally soon. Hopefully this is the bottom. I keep saying it. I keep thinking this is the bottom, and it just keeps going lower and lower and lower. But as a wise man once said, buy the effing dip. That's what I would do, at least. Not financial advice. I've been buying this whole time. I've been buying these dips. So, hopefully it'll stop dipping soon and actually going up. Okay. Let's quickly take a look at the dollar. That is interesting. The dollar is up versus every major currency pair. So, while the stock market gets slammed, the dollar is strong. Interesting stuff. And now let's take a look at some crypto. So we got Bitcoin down 4%, Ether up 1%, Binance down 4%, Dogecoin taking a big hit, that's down 10%. Cardano down 1%, XRP down 3%. This new one, Internet Computer, ICP. We're going to talk about that in just a second. That's down 15.7%. Polkadot's up 2.7%. Litecoin down 5%. Chainlink down 5%. Ether Classic down 9%. Hey, look at that. Shiba Inu is finally pulling back, down 32% today. But still up about 1,300% for the week. Insane stuff, insane stuff. Neo is down about 6%. Yeah, so overall, crypto is down today. Not too bad, I would say, for crypto. I mean, it might feel like that, but the more you're in crypto, it's very volatile, very speculative, so expect moves like this. So, stock market down, crypto down, dollar up. Interesting. Okay. Let's get into some news. Okay. This new cryptocurrency has people buzzing. Its market value is at $35 billion in just 3 days. And we are talking about ICP, Internet Computer. So, I'm not going to read this whole thing, but in summary, this is a new crypto just launched on Monday, and it's trading around 300 now. We just saw it. Apparently, and I haven't done a full due diligence on this, right? So this is just briefly what I read. Apparently, this is similar to Ethereum because it uses smart contracts, so people can actually build platforms and applications using this cryptocurrency. Just as like we see with Ethereum, a lot of NFTs are built on the Ethereum blockchain. They use Ethereum. Also, Chainlink is another one similar to this, where people actually use the blockchain to build technology and other applications. And that's in contrast to Bitcoin, which is just a store of value. Bitcoin doesn't really have any purpose other than storing your money in, and it increases. But you can't build platforms and applications off of Bitcoin. So that's why a lot of people like Ethereum more than Bitcoin. And for a long time, Ethereum was like pretty much the only one that you could build off of. And now we're seeing more cryptos that you can build off of. I think Polkadot's another one. So a lot of hype around this coin. A lot of people are long this. They believe in this. And my personal opinion, I don't have a personal opinion about the coin. I don't think I've done enough research yet to have an opinion. But I will just say, it hasn't been used yet. And at this point, it's still just all speculation. So I would just warn everyone to be careful. I understand the FOMO is real. You see the thing rocketing up and you want to get in. But I've been in crypto for a long time, and I've seen these things before. You don't want to be, you don't want to FOMO in, at the top or near the top going up. And then eventually the thing might just, tank, might take a dump. And you don't want to get caught bag holding. It's really not fun. And that happens a lot in crypto. So, I mean, maybe this really is the next big thing. I don't know. No comment on that. But all I'm saying is, be careful, guys. Especially when you see a run like this. It's not really natural. You should expect some pullback. Maybe not. We'll see. But, with all this crypto mania, everyone's just throwing money in crypto. Everyone's making money. Just be careful, guys. Just be careful. This is all just speculation at this point. That's all I'm saying. Okay. So, but I mean, if you did get into ICP on Monday, congratulations. Probably made a decent profit there. Okay. So let's talk about some news. Again, before we get into this is not a political show. But we have to discuss political events and see how that may affect the market. So, Biden congressional leaders didn't get anywhere on infrastructure during big White House meeting. Key points. President Joe Biden hosted the Democratic and Republican leaders from both houses of Congress on Wednesday at the White House, the first such meeting of his presidency. Topping the agenda was Biden's infrastructure-focused American Jobs Plan. Following the meeting, Republicans said the two sides had not yet agreed on the definition of infrastructure, and they doubled down on their refusal to revisit the 2017 GOP tax cuts to pay for improvements. Okay, and we see here, we got the Democrats, Vice President Kamala Harris, President Joe Biden, and Nancy Pelosi, Speaker of the House, and next to her, I'm assuming that is Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer. So we got the Democrats there. And on the left, we got Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell and House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy. Okay, so if you guys recall, Biden came out, I'm not sure, I forget when, but maybe like a month ago. Biden came out with his huge infrastructure plan. I believe it was around like $4 billion. It was a proposal. He wanted to upgrade, roads and schools and piping and electricity grids and help the poor and help elderly, and there was a lot of stuff in there. So obviously that wasn't going to be okay with the Republicans. They were going to shoot that down, and now they're trying to negotiate it out. So it says they can't agree on the definition of infrastructure. So I'm assuming that means Republicans don't want to pay for everything that Biden wants to pay for. Probably they don't think that supplementing people in need, like poor people and older people and things like that. I don't think they consider that infrastructure. So, and initially Biden said he was going to pay for this by increasing the capital gains tax on the wealthy, people who make over $1 million a year. And what happened when he said that? Tanked the market. So this has to get paid for some way. And I guess he wants to revise the 2017 Republican tax cuts. And the Republicans are refusing. So, yeah, this didn't go anywhere. Probably won't for a while. I won't be surprised if Biden just signs in an executive order. That's how things go these days. There's no agreement, can't get it through in Congress, and then it's just executive order, done deal. So we'll see how this plays out. But generally the market doesn't like it when you announce that you're going to tax people more. So I would say this is bearish news for the market, regardless of what your party affiliation is. The market doesn't like it when you say increase taxes, and that's looking like it's looking like that's what Biden wants to do in order to pay for this infrastructure plan. So we'll keep an eye on this and see how this develops. But that is some political news for today. All right. So let's talk about inflation. And I actually got like two conflicting opinions about this. So let's discuss what's going on with inflation. So this says Thomas Peterfee, I don't know how do you pronounce that, says he's worried inflation in U.S. could become an unstoppable situation. Key points. Whenever I hear numbers like this, I look back to my childhood growing up in Hungary. The Hungarian-born Wall Street pioneer was reacting to April's hotter-than-expected consumer price index data. I'm very worried this is an unstoppable situation because the longer the Fed waits, the more money they will have to raise the rates. The more they will have to raise the rates. So this guy is just saying, and this is actually a popular opinion now. Let's rewind for a second. So we got Jerome Powell, right, the Fed chair. He's been saying all along, we will not raise rates. We will absolutely not raise rates. They're trying to stimulate the economy. And that's been his message so far. No matter what, I love you bulls. I will not raise interest rates. Where's my Jay Powell meme? There's your man, Jay Powell, Fed chair. Now, the market doesn't really seem to believe him. They're just kind of calling BS, and we see that through these sell-offs. A lot of people are calling, a lot of apes and a lot of people in general are just saying, the Fed should just raise the rates already, stop this drama. We don't need to speculate anymore whether it's going to happen or not. Just do it. So get it over with, and then all this volatility, all this uncertainty will stop, and then we can just get on with our lives. And this is what this guy is saying, Thomas Peterfee. So, I don't really have an opinion yet. I actually kind of believe Jay Powell when he says he's not going to do anything. Not saying that's a good thing. That could very well backfire on us. But I believe him when he says that he's not going to do anything. Yet, at least. So, let's take a look at another opinion on this. Okay, this reads, April's inflation surge wasn't as drastic as it looked, but the real test is still ahead. Key points. At the root of the April inflation surge were issues related to the pandemic, both in terms of how aggressive the current recovery is and how bad things were a year ago. The narrative that the burst in inflation will be transitory likely holds up, at least for now. But the latest CPI numbers served, if nothing else, as a reminder of how unpredictable things are now. So I'm not going to read this whole thing, but basically, this guy, the writer, says, the inflation numbers, all this, I believe it was like 4.2%. Yeah, 4.2%. Well, first of all, that is the highest it's been since like 2008, I believe. Don't quote me on that. But he is saying that it's all overblown. The market is reacting too much to this. And yeah, it's kind of scary now, but it should be okay. Which I think everyone hopes is the case, but not a lot of people believe that. So I mean, we're kind of playing a dangerous game here, honestly. We'll see how this goes. This is a real problem, inflation, and this has to be dealt with eventually. We just don't know when or how it's going to be dealt with. But Jay Powell keeps saying, I will not do anything. I will not do anything for like till the end of the year, I believe. And the market simply doesn't believe this. So it's still an ongoing development. Now, a lot of people are saying, just raise the damn thing already. Let's get this over with. So it still remains to be seen what happens. But here is the inflation news. Hey, you guys comment down below. What do you think about all this inflation stuff? Should they just raise the rates and we should get this over with? Or are you guys with Jay Powell? Just leave things the way they are and we'll take care of it later. Okay, now let's actually talk about some stocks. So let's talk about Pfizer. And Pfizer was one of the green stocks today, one of the few stocks that was in the green, possibly because of this news. It reads, CDC panel endorses Pfizer's COVID vaccine for use in adolescents, clearing way for shots to begin Thursday. Key points. A CDC advisory panel voted Wednesday to endorse expanding usage of Pfizer's and BioNTech's C-19 vaccine for kids ages 12 to 15. The endorsement now awaits final approval by CDC Director Dr. Rochelle Walensky, which is expected imminently. Okay. So yeah, there was a concern, you can't give kids the vaccine. Now you can, if it's Pfizer. So, I mean, I'm not going to debate whether this is right or wrong, but this is happening. And let's take a look at let's take a look at if you should buy Pfizer right now. So let's first take a look at analyst ratings. So out of 22 ratings, 5 analysts say buy, 1 says overweight, 16 say hold, and the average price target is $42.23. So really not that much off of what it currently is at. It's at around $40 right now. Let's take a look at the chart. So, yeah, just looking at this, guys, don't buy this. don't buy Pfizer. Not right now, at least. And I didn't look at this beforehand, but just one look, I can say probably not a good idea to buy this right now. It's near the all-time high of, I don't know if this is an all-time high, but this is a year high of $43. And analysts think it's worth $42. It's currently at $40. RSI is at 63, so approaching overvalued and overbought. So, I mean, while it may be a good stock fundamentally, and you might believe in this stock, entering at this price is not a good idea. Not financial advice, that's just my opinion. But there's really not too much upside, and you would kind of be FOMOing in at this point. So that's my opinion. Don't buy Pfizer right now. Okay. Now let's talk about Hertz. This moved a lot today. Says Hertz was up 55%. When I checked earlier, it was like 60%, 61%. So let's see what's going on with Hertz. Hertz shares surged by more than 50% after selecting $6 billion turnaround bid. Key points. Shares of Hertz skyrocketed by as much as 68% after it selected a $6 billion turnaround bid that provides a rare payout to shareholders. Knighthead Capital Management, Certares, I don't know if I said that right, Management, among others, won the bid to take over Hertz in its bankruptcy reorganization, which the company hopes to exit by the end of June. The rental car firm was among the largest companies to file for Chapter 11 during the can't say that word. During the CV pandemic. Okay. So, for those of you who don't know, Hertz is a rental car company. They used to be real big, but they got into a lot of trouble recently. And they filed for bankruptcy. And, I believe they're getting acquired. So, they're getting bailed out, pretty much. They're getting bailed out. They're reorganizing, they're restructuring, and they're getting bailed out. So, very speculative play. If you were in Hertz, takes a lot of balls for that. But if you were, congratulations. A lot of attendees for you. So let's take a look at Hertz, fundamentally and financially very quickly. Well, the first thing I will say is that I noticed this. There's a lot of short... let me move this down. There's a lot of short interest. There's a 23% short float. So almost a quarter of the stock is shorted. And that may be a reason why it went up so high today. This is just speculation. Possibly a lot of shorts had to cover today. The stock was mooning, and the shorts were like, screw this, I'm out. And they bought to cover. So we'll see what the new short float is when the new data comes out. But that instantly caught my eye. Big short interest. Now we really can't go off of analyst ratings because there are none. But one guy says sell. Average at $2. Price target. So let's take a look at the chart. Okay, so here's the Hertz chart. Yeah, don't buy this, guys. Just my opinion, not financial advice. But this is at 572 right now. The high was 625. Street doesn't like it. And if we look at the RSI, it's sitting at like 85 right now. So this is extremely overbought and overvalued at this point. And actually, if you guys are in Hertz, I would recommend that you dump it right now. Right now. Because I have a feeling that this is going to come crashing down. This is going to correct. Kind of obvious, actually, just from looking at this stuff from fundamental data and technical data. So that's what I would say. Don't buy this. Please don't FOMO into this. And if you were lucky enough to ride this wave, please sell. Please sell. Even if you are long, I recommend that you sell this and re-enter at a lower price, because this is coming down. Okay, that is Hertz. Oops. Okay, now let's talk about Virgin Galactic, SPCE, which is Chamath's SPAC, Chamath Palihapitiya, his SPAC, and it is Sir Richard Branson's company, space company. And Cathie Wood was a big believer in this stock, so let's read this. Cathie Wood's Space Exploration ETF sells almost all of its Virgin Galactic stock. Key points. ARK Invest's Space Exploration ETF sold nearly all of its remaining stake in the space tourism company Virgin Galactic. The stock has lost about half its value since ARK-X began trading in late March. ARK Invest also sold shares of Virgin Galactic from its ARK-Q Autonomous Technology and Robotics Fund in recent weeks, cutting its position from over 2 million shares in late April to just 7,879 shares. So for those of you who don't know, Cathie Wood, she's pretty much a celebrity now on Wall Street. A lot of retail investors like her. A lot of apes like her. The street doesn't seem to like her very much. In fact, they make fun of her a lot. And any chance they get to diss her, they pretty much do. She was on TV last week, I believe. She was on TV recently. She was on CNBC. She did an interview. They were pretty much grilling her, and she said, well, just wait on it. I'm going to be right. So we'll see about that. But a lot of people like her. I'm kind of indifferent about her. But she had a big stake, her company, ARK. Their ETFs, they had pretty big stakes in this company. And this is not good. This is a red flag for everyone holding Virgin Galactic. And even before this, Chamath himself, right, the creator of the SPAC, dumped out of his position. Richard Branson, the CEO, dumped out of his position. And now one of the biggest backers, Cathie Wood, dumped out of the position. So really not looking good. And in addition to that, there's just problems after problems after problems. Test flight getting delayed, and then now there's a maintenance issue, something wrong with the rocket, so delay again. So and in addition to that, we see SpaceX and Elon Musk's his space company, and Blue Origin, Jeff Bezos, his company, they're getting a lot of ground very fast, so a lot of competition coming in. Overall, not looking great for Virgin Galactic. So and I'm not saying not to buy it, all right? I'm just telling you I'm just stating the facts. So I actually did do a couple videos in the past week saying if you want to buy it, it's probably not a bad idea. But now let's revisit this after today. After how much did it lose? Lost another 11% today, so it's down to $16 today. And it had a high of 63, so really came back down to earth. Let's check out some fundamental and technical analysis. So, okay. So, I mean, institutional ownership is pretty high. It's at 29%, so that's kind of a good sign. Short float, very high. 21% here. Oh, can't see. Short float is very high here. Around 21%, so over a fifth of the stockholders are short. So, potential for a short squeeze here. And let's take a look at the analyst ratings. So there's 10 analyst ratings, 4 say buy and 6 say hold. The average price target is $30.40. So, I mean, right off the bat, just from the average price target, that's about a 100% upside from here, from $16. And now let's take a look at the technicals. So, yeah, the RSI is sitting at around 24 right now. So, pretty undervalued, pretty oversold. That's not my opinion. The chart says that. And, you know, quite honestly, like I said, I don't really like the stock. I don't believe in the stock too much. But I can get behind you guys if you want to buy this as a value play. There's a lot of upside to this. You know, I mean, the low was $14.21, kind of near that right now at $16. And like I just said, the average price target is $30. So that's about a 100% upside if you're just going by the analyst price target. Now, it could in fact be worth more than that, and it can go all the way back to the high of 63, which would be about like a 4-bagger. That'd be a 400% gain from 16, approximately. So, again, if you guys want to buy this at this price at $16, I really can't blame you. I would actually support it. I'm not going to do it. I don't like the company. But just based on the numbers, just based on the fundamentals, just based on the technicals, this seems like a really, really, really good value play here. Not financial advice. But, yeah, you know, fundamentals look decent. Technicals look great at this price, so if you guys want to go for Virgin Galactic, I would say go right ahead. I support it. And I hope you guys print some tendies from this. Alright, so that's Virgin Galactic. Okay, now let's get to the Yolos. Well, my first one says it got removed, so I guess we'll skip that one. Hi, Robbie. Thanks for watching, Robbie. Love you, Robbie. Okay. So, let's do the Yolos. This one is by Nibbly Wibbly. He says, YOLO, Uber, and Tesla puts. Let's see what he has. Okay. So, he has 70 put options for Uber at the $42.5 strike expiring May 21st. So, approximately in 1.5 weeks. What is Uber currently at? Let's check. So Uber is currently at like 44. So very, very possible that this hits. You know, just need one more red day and this is going to be in the money. Says he's up about 280% for the day on this one. So, yeah, those prints are, or excuse me, those puts are printing. Okay. So for that one, I would honestly start to consider taking some profits here. Cause he did pretty well today. Doesn't say how much money. Actually, no. It says overall he's still down. So that's interesting. Or is that just for the day? Anyway. So that's odd. Why does it say plus 280%, but he's down $280 for today? That is very, very odd. Well, anyway. I'd probably hold on to this one for the next 2 days, hold it through the week. If Uber, actually, you know what? I'd probably cut this anyway on Monday or Friday before market close. I'd probably just cut this either way. Whether it goes in the money, I would just take the profits there because it very well could go back out of the money next week, and you're going to want to take profits from that or risk losing everything. And even if it moves to the upside I'd probably also just cut the losses there because it could move more to the upside and you're going to lose your whole investment of $7,400. So, you know, with these at the money options, it's always tough because on one hand, you're so close, you want to make money, you're getting a little greedy, and on the other hand, if you make the wrong decision, you lose all your money. So, I don't like FDs, guys. I always say, please don't buy FDs. They're extremely, extremely risky. And in the long term, it's not a winning play. You might get lucky here and there, but in the long term, it usually doesn't work. So that's what I would do there with that Uber put. I would hold on for 2 more days and dump, regardless of which way it moves. All right, so let's take a look at this Tesla one. Okay, Tesla. He has 10 puts for Tesla. $550 strike expiring May 21st. So, same thing, about 1.5 weeks. And that is a 12.6K YOLO, or he has that much in value right now. $12,600 in that play. All right, Tesla. Okay, Tesla's at 590, a little bit less. It's moving in the aftermarket, but let's just say 590. So this one is a bit more unlikely than the Uber one because what is that? That's about that's a little less than 10%. Let's just call it 10%. That's about a 10% drop needed in the next 1.5 weeks. This is very dangerous because, yes, tech is getting slammed. Yes, Tesla is going down. But as history has shown, you should probably not bet against Tesla and Elon Musk. And even if it does go down, I don't know if it's going down 10% in 1.5 weeks. So, I personally, and full disclosure, I don't have a position in Tesla, but I am kind of bullish on it. So, maybe I'm being a little biased. But, yeah, honestly, looks pretty risky. I kind of would do the same thing as the Uber put, honestly. You're playing with fire here. This can go really, really bad. And even if it does finish in the money, it's probably not going to finish by much in the money. So you're kind of risking a minimal gain for a max loss. And that's just not very smart. So that's what I would do. I'd probably hold on to these for 2 more days and just dump it regardless. If it goes down, great. Take your profits. If it goes up, that sucks, but just cut the losses. It could be a lot worse. So that's what I would do here. So, all right, and I'll just say this takes a lot of balls. It says right here, there's a comment. They might print, didn't know Rainbow Bear had balls of steel. Hey, I agree. This is very, very risky. I would not recommend doing this to most people. But if you got money, hey, sure, whatever. But this is not something personally I would do, and I wouldn't recommend anyone else do this. So, hey, that's just my opinion. I think for both of these puts, hold it until Friday and just dump it regardless. And hopefully it works out in your favor. So, thank you, Nibbly Wibbly. Appreciate the post. Good luck to you. And I applaud you. I applaud you. Takes a lot of balls to be making risky plays like this, especially going against the popular opinion of Tesla bulls. So yeah, look forward to an update. Thank you. Wow. Another one of my Yolos that I was going to review got deleted, so I guess we'll have to skip that one too. Okay, just gotta wait for this to finish loading. Why is this not loading? Okay, there we go. This one is by Traditional Base 584. He says, to the moon next week or nothing. Alright, so this is Tesla. We're just going to look at the options. I don't care about the shares. That's not a real YOLO. Alright. So, he has 4 Tesla calls for May 21st. So, 1.5 weeks at the $655 strike. Now, this is the complete opposite of what the last guy did. He thinks by May 21st, this is going down to 550. This guy thinks it's going up to 655. So, we'll see who's right. So again, Tesla's at 590 currently. So I mean, that's about the same. That's about a 10% upside to 655 from 590. That's approximately a 10% increase needed for this to finish in the money in 1.5 weeks. Hey, both of these guys might finish out of the money. Wouldn't that be funny? It's like a short strangle, which is when you sell a call and a put at the same time. Anyway, so yeah. I mean, I guess this could work, especially because Tesla has been taking a beating of late, and we could see a huge rally, but I wouldn't count on it. He's already down 57% on this one. So 16. Doesn't say how much money, but if I just do some quick math, that's around $6,400, a little less than that. We'll just call it like 6K, so about a 6K YOLO. Not looking great. Not looking great. Yeah, quite honestly, I'd probably just cut this one. And maybe you could wait another day or two. But I really don't think this one is going to work out. I think this is a bit ambitious. Not sure how much equity he still has in this. Probably around 3K or $2,500, which is a lot of money to most people. Here comes the sirens. My apologies. Just let this pass. Alright. So yeah, honestly, I'd probably just cut this one here. I wouldn't even wait. I don't think this is going to work. Still has about $2,500 to $3,000 in this. Just cut the losses and move on. Live another day. This one is not looking very likely. So, interesting stuff, you know? Conflicting opinions. You got a bear over here and a bull over here. And they might be wrong. They both might be wrong in the end. Imagine it finishes at like 600 right in the middle. And they both lose their money. So anyway, that's what I would do. I just cut losses, live another day. So thank you for posting Traditional Base 584. I wish you all the best. Good luck. I mean, one of you is going to hit this. One of you is going to print tendies, or both of you can lose everything. Be very interesting to see where Tesla finishes on May 21st. So, thanks for posting. Good luck to you. And I look forward to some updates. Alright, this one is by WSB 202009. 22, yeah, whatever. He says, SPY puts bought last week Friday. Perfect timing. Not sold. YOLO. I mean, there's really not much to discuss here. So I guess this was about a $6,000 YOLO, 6K YOLO. And he's right. He timed this pretty well. Because these past 3 days have been an absolute bloodbath. What's SPY at? So SPY is not at 400 yet, but it's pretty close. He posted this 6 hours ago, so it's probably worth more now. Well, alright, first of all, congratulations. It is unrealized right now, but very nice gain here. 65% gain, $4,300 gain. Very impressive. This takes a lot of balls, so I applaud that. Now, as for what I would do, I mean, I would look to take some profits at some point. Damn motorcycle. Realistically speaking, and this is just my opinion, I don't think SPY is going to be at 400 by June 18th. I think it's going to be above that. So I think you should start to take profits now. Either like this week or next week. I honestly think that we're going to see a bounce pretty soon, recovery. So, yes, you did time this perfectly, and I congratulate you on the gains, but they're unrealized right now. They're not gains until you lock them in. So I think you should lock them in pretty soon. 65% gain right here, $4,300 gain. Come on, you got to be happy with that. Take some out, at least, I would say. Even if it's not everything, you got to take some out. So I would recommend taking around half out right now. And if you want, you can let the rest ride. But I think the best idea would be to dump half or to dump all. Take your profits, call it a day. This is a 65% gain in 3 days. Come on, man. That is insane. You got to lock in some profit. So, WSB 202009. Congratulations. Very impressive. I love the play. Love the confidence. I would lock in these profits right now. You haven't locked them in yet, so I don't think you should hold this until expiration. Please lock in some profits. So, thank you for posting. Good luck to you, and very curious to see what you're going to do with this, so please post updates. Okay. All right, this one is by Way 2 Million. Pretty ironic name there, as we'll see in a second. He says, "This is my 90% of portfolio, only possible with some miracle. Lesson learnt with 6 months of my savings. Have to accept greed always kills. Alright, let's see what he has here. He had 525 call options of UWMC, expiring May 21st, so in about 1.5 weeks. This was a 15K YOLO. And he is down pretty much all of it. Down about 97% of that. And he only has $525 of equity left. So, so he knows it. It already says loss. Only possible with some miracle. Unless you're Tim Tebow, I don't think this is going to work. The guy always finds a way. So, what can we learn from this, ladies and gentlemen? Number one, be careful when buying options. I'm not sure when he bought these, but I always preach that you should only buy options if they are leaps. Meaning, well, technically that means like 6 months and more, but I think it should be a year and more. That is the only time I think you guys should buy options. It's very, very risky stuff. Don't buy FDs. And number two, diversification is good. You should buy some shares so you don't lose all your money. And number three, yes, he's right. Greed always kills. I wouldn't say always, but most of the time, yes. So, but I appreciate the post, you know, honesty here, and everyone can learn something from this. So, thank you for posting. Wait a million. This really sucks. Sorry for your loss. 15K, huh? 15K down the drain, just like that. But thank you for posting. Good luck to you in the future. I hope you make your money back. Wasn't too bad, I guess. Yeah, 15K is a lot of money, but nothing you can't recover from. And I do hope that you live and learn from this. We all make mistakes, and that's the only way to become better investors, is to learn from your F-ups. Alright, last one. This one is by Ola Penguin. He says, it's gonna be May, the month I capitulate. That is, sigh. Kind of sounds like the NSYNC song. It's gonna be me. So, no specific position here, but we can see he has a boatload of margin calls. In the range of a few $100s up to a few $1,000s. So, first of all, yep, disgusting. Hear another siren. One second, guys. My apologies. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, what can we learn from this? Ladies and gentlemen, it's like the ambulance knows exactly when I'm talking. Alright, let's try one more time. Ladies and gentlemen, what can we learn from this? Should we trade on margin? No, we should not trade on margin. Absolutely not. See, it gets dangerous here because margin is specifically, well, it's really supposed to be for one reason, and that is if you don't have enough liquidity, if you can't access your funds fast enough, if you want to make a quick trade but you don't have any money in your brokerage account, you use margin so that you can make your trade while you deposit more money into your account so that you can cover your margin cost. Now, what people do now, specifically apes, is they go, oh, free money. It's not free money. Is it free money? No. It's not free money. And you can get into a lot of trouble. You can get into a lot of trouble. Just like this. Example right here. So, I mean, it's not financial advice. I'm not going to tell you guys how to trade or how to use your money. But I've seen this over and over and over again. Playing with margin is playing with fire. And I don't recommend you guys do it. And I've used it before in the past, you know, when I was a young trader, and I got caught a couple times. Learned my lesson. So I'm just trying to help you guys not make the same mistakes as myself and this guy right here. My margin calls weren't anywhere close to this, but hurts nonetheless. So, again, please only use margin when you have liquidity issues, not when you just looking to borrow money because you think you're going to make money. You should only use margin when you don't have money in your account and you're going to deposit it soon. So, sorry for your loss, Ola Penguin. Very, very disgusting. But I appreciate the post. We can all learn something from this. And I certainly hope that you learn something from this. It's the only way we become better investors, is to make mistakes. So, good luck to you in the future. And thank you for posting. And that's the show, guys. Thanks everyone for watching today. I appreciate you guys. Please like the video. Please subscribe. And if you enjoy my content and want to support my channel, please check out my Patreon. Link in the description down below. You apes already know diamond hands to the moon. I'm Ty. This is Smarter Gambling. See you guys tomorrow. Peace out.
My mother told me someday I will buy rockets with doubloons off to distant moons. Shoot up past the stars, noble ship I steer. Steady course to the haven. Hold, brothers, hold, then hold, sisters, hold, then. My mother told me someday I will buy rockets with doubloons, off to distant moons. Shoot up past the stars, noble ship I steer. Steady course to the haven. Hold, brothers, hold, then hold, sisters, hold, then. My mother told me someday I will buy rockets with doubloons, off to distant moons. Shoot up past the stars, noble ship I steer. Steady course to the haven. Hold, brothers, hold, then hold, sisters, hold, then. My mother told me someday I will buy rockets with doubloons, off to distant moons. Shoot up past the stars, noble ship I steer. Steady course to the haven. Hold, brothers, hold, then hold, sisters, hold, then.